Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello and welcome to tonight's very special Zen Body training call. My name is Kasaya J, and I'll be your host this evening. And here to introduce you to our product and share with you some testimonials and also how to use Zen Body is Dr. Donna Antarr. And for those of you who may not know, Dr. Antarr sits on our medical advisory board for JEUNESSE Global. She is a medical doctor with specialties in youth enhancement medicine, anti-aging medicine, sports medicine. She's also a psychiatrist and does mind and body medicine. She has her master's in exercise physiology. And for those of you who have had the very special privilege of getting to meet with and speak to Dr. Donna, you know what a lovely and inspirational woman she is. So Dr. Donna, thank you so much for joining us this evening. We can't wait to hear all about the Zen Body product line.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kasaya. And here, what we're going to do tonight is a little special. It's different than on most calls. Well, first of all, mostly we do calls, and we haven't done a Google Hangout yet. But we're doing that today because I just felt that the pictures that we have of people and their before and afters are so dramatic that I wanted a venue that we could really show them and really showcase them. Today we're going to show the before and afters, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the product line for those of you who may be new to Zen Body and not know as much about it. And then on the next Google Hangout, we're going to have those people, and they're going to tell you their testimonial in their own words. And it's very moving what happens with this product and people, and it's so much more than how people look. It's about how they feel. It's about what happens to a person when their body actually becomes a Zen body and gets back in balance and is the way it was designed to be. And that's really the key to Zen Body, is that it helps the body become the way it was designed to be. Just to give you just a quick background on Zen Body, we're going to show a little later how to take it and what the components are. But basically, a very important thing about Zen Body is we're putting the body's physiology back in balance. And when our body is back in balance, it can automatically or naturally get to a very healthy body fat and muscle percentage. In other words, you're not supposed to have no fat. You're supposed to have some fat is actually healthy for you, but you're not supposed to have excess fat. And you're supposed to have a lot of lean tissue or lean muscle, because muscle is what burns calories. Muscle is what makes all of what happens in moving our body work. And what you're going to also see in these pictures and hear from people next week is how people feel younger, because again, it's not about just being a smaller you, it's about being a younger you. This is an addition to the youth enhancement system of JEUNESSE, and this is why this is such a special and very unique product line. It's like no other product out there, because don't make the mistake of thinking this is a quote diet product, because it's not. This is a product that puts the body back in balance. It naturally helps us decrease our appetite. It naturally helps us want the best foods for us, as opposed to the foods that we become addicted to, like high carb foods and high sugar foods. And it is the most simple thing to use. So one of the first things I want to do is just show you how this works and what it can do for people if they just stick with it. And that is really one of the big keys here, is sticking with the program. So I'm going to switch to screen share.
I'm getting really excited because I know that these before and after photos are going to completely wow everyone that sees them. It's unreal.
Okay, so this is Lorene. This is her before. Okay, and Lorene has had some significant challenges, but as you can see, this is Lorene now. Lorene's gone down I honestly forget exactly the number. She will tell you next time, but I believe it's something in the neighborhood of 8 dress sizes. And it's so much. Look at her face. Look at how she feels. She feels wonderful. And that's a lot what this is about, because most people, when they go on a diet, they don't feel that good. They don't feel strong or vital. Whereas when you work with the Zen Body products, you feel great. So here's another gentleman. This is Ken, and this is obviously Ken's before pictures. And then this is Ken after. Ken is just feeling wonderful. I mean, you can see right there. I mean, it's such a huge difference in the way he looks and the way he feels. And this is Sherry. Now, Sherry is very unique because Sherry has gone down 6 dress sizes and 59 inches. And the most important thing here is, as you can see, it's about inches. Remember, it's not about weight, because that's the old-fashioned way to look at it. And here's Sherry again, looking fit and feeling wonderful. And here's one of the fun parts with Sherry's story, is the top picture there that you see of the driver's license, that's 2009. The bottom picture is now. She just had to get her driver's license renewed, and the guy kept looking at her old picture, looking back at her, looking at her old picture, looking back at her, and he's like, are you the same person? It's crazy how much younger you look. And by the way, she has 10 grandchildren. So it's just amazing. And here, this is Cheryl and Tom, and Cheryl and Tom are the perfect, the totally baby boomer couple. And as you can see, even Cheryl, who didn't have very much to lose, you might even think that, oh my gosh, she looks fine the way she was, she actually lost that last little bit, which is the hardest thing to do. And then here they are together. I mean, like the perfect baby boomer couple, feeling great, looking fit, and just having a different life. This is Ray. And what's really unique about Ray is if you look at him here and then you look at him here, he looks, in this other picture, I'm sure you'd agree, he looks like his dad. This looks like his older brother or his dad. And then you look at him here and he's a different guy. And what's funny is he is not a fitness guy, quote unquote, but like here he is doing the one-handed, one arm push-up here. This is a guy who started out saying he didn't feel good enough to work out, but now look at him, and now look at him. He looks phenomenal, and by the way, he feels so good that now he is working out, and so now he is going to the gym, and actually joined a gym because he felt so good, because he never had been a member of a gym before. It just wasn't something that he was even going to do. But after using these products and feeling so different, and actually now looking like his younger self or his own son, he's able to do that. So now I'm going to stop screen sharing.
Wow.
Back here.
Those are unbelievable. That's the first time I've ever gone through those before and afters, and I'm just kind of speechless. I mean, they all look much more healthy. They look younger, more vital, and I think life does come down to wanting to look and feel good, and that's exactly what you've just shown us. So congratulations to all of those people. I'm excited to get those kind of results in my own life. So I think what everybody wants to know now is, how do they make it work for themselves?
All right. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to show you how easy this program is as far as using the products. So what I have behind me obviously is Zen. Okay.
Nice setup.
Nice setup, right? So here is basically your daily, along with capsules, along with the Zen Shape, which are the capsules. Here's your daily allotment. This is what you are going to use every single day. It's 2 Zen Fit powder sticks that I'll show you how to use, and 1 Zen Shake, which is called Zen Pro, and then altogether 2 and 2 or 4 Zen capsules that you take 2 and 2. So here's what you would do. And now you can mix this up in a lot of different ways, but here's a very common way that people are going to use the product. So in the morning, people are going to take a Zen Pro, which is a protein shake, but it is a very different kind of protein shake. The protein source is from whey protein, pea protein, and brown rice protein. And also it is got 10 billion probiotics of different types, because what they found is that you do better, you're leaner when your gut is healthy, and your gastrointestinal tract is healthy when it has the right kind of bacteria, basically, the right kind of probiotics. And so we put that in here because it was such a vital, important part of a healthy program. So what you would do is you would just, very simple, you would take this. Now you can use a blender, you can use ice, and you can, there you go. You can open it like this. It comes with, when you buy your first month's supply, it comes with a shaker cup with a little ball inside that kind of whisks it up. And I would recommend, quite frankly, it tastes awesome just with water. So I would try it with water first before you even, if you wanted to use almond milk or something like that. But I would try it with water first because it tastes amazing with just water. So you would put it in here, or you would put it in a little blender. And also, I would recommend that you put a few ice cubes in there. And if you're using a blender, you can use some ice in the blender. And very simply, you would shake it up. And then, Kasaya, you can, I'm going to actually drink this a little bit now.
Yeah, well, and you can drink it right there on the spot. That's what I love about it. My husband and I live a very active lifestyle. We like to be healthy, and both of us love the shakes. The chocolate and the vanilla I found to be outstanding, and I've drank a lot of protein shakes on the marketplace, and you know, the flavoring is amazing. You don't have to add anything to it. I love the individual packets because I can take it with me, so I never miss a meal. I'm not hungry. It doesn't matter where I am. I just take my blender bottle with me, and then I put my shake in there, and off I go. Now, sometimes if I'm home, I do put it in the blender and mix it with ice cubes and whatnot, but no need to get fancy, because right from the packet, it is unbelievable. Absolutely amazing.
And actually, what's funny is I didn't put ice for the demo, and I had never done it actually without it being icy cold. But actually, this is like room temperature, and it actually tastes good. I can't believe it, because it tastes like a warm, like a kind of lukewarm hot chocolate kind of thing. So that you would have, most people would have that for breakfast. What's really important in the program, because what you're doing in the program is you're helping your body's physiology get back into balance. And one of those things that you're balancing is a hormone called leptin. And what's very important with leptin is that you support your body's ability to use leptin correctly. And we'll talk about that in either a little bit or on the next call and on the next hangout. But what you want to know is that when you have protein in the morning, and you don't have to have a shake every morning, you could also have eggs or other type of high protein breakfast. When you have a high protein breakfast, what happens is your body actually eats less for lunch. They've done studies, they've shown that people eat less for lunch when they have a high protein breakfast. So it's really important to have a high protein breakfast. So that's one of the ways in which the Zen Pro works so well for the program. Now you can also use Zen Pro in between meals. You can use it as a snack. You can use it, you know, in different times of day. But at least one per day is what you want. Now, so now you should be good for about 4 hours. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention that there's 7 to 9 grams of fiber in this Zen Pro shake also, which is incredibly healthy for you. And so you're getting also an excellent source of fiber in your diet now. You're adding that to it for each serving. So now the next thing, so now it's been about 4 or 5 hours, and you're getting ready to possibly do lunch. Now, one of the reasons why there's this little pill box that says JEUNESSE, that comes with your first month's, a month's supply, is because you're going to mostly take your capsules, especially your middle day capsules, you're going to wind up taking them, your Zen shape, you're going to wind up taking them with you. Most people aren't eating lunch at home, and so instead of taking the whole bottle, you're just going to be able to put the capsules in this little pill box and throw it in your briefcase or your purse. So that makes it really simple. So what you want to do is 30 to 60 minutes, it doesn't matter, but somewhere between 30 to 60 minutes before your two main meals. So in this case, we're figuring that your main meals are lunch and dinner. So 30 to 60 minutes before lunch, you grab, you can use your shaker bottle again if you want, but you can also just grab just a regular water bottle, take, you know, about half of the water, drink it just because you should be drinking more water, okay? And take one of your Zen Fits. Now, Zen Fit is a very special product because almost no other program has anything like Zen Fit, because Zen Fit is all of your amino acids, all of your essential amino acids, that is about equivalent to another 20 grams, 20, 25 grams of protein, but already basically pre-digested. It's what your body does naturally. Your body naturally will digest protein to get what? Amino acids, because it's the amino acids that builds muscle. And one of the keys to having this younger, healthy body, like you saw with Ray, is and Cheryl and everybody else on the panel and Sherry, is to be able to build muscle along with losing a little bit of fat, or maybe not losing any fat, maybe just keeping yourself at your perfect fat weight, your perfect fat percent, but being able to continue to build muscle. Because the key is that over time, we have this tendency to lose muscle. And that's a very important thing, because they've shown in studies that over a certain age, somewhere around 30-ish, we start losing muscle even if we're exercising, which to me is a really scary thing, because it is only your muscle that burns calories. It is only your muscle that makes you look young and toned and feel strong. So very important part of this program is the Zen Fit amino powder sticks, and if I could open them, it would be good. Okay. Thank you. Scissors. I'm sure you can open it without scissors, but I haven't done it just yet. So one of the things that's really convenient here is because it is in a little stick pack, it can easily go into this very small necked bottle here. So you throw that in there. Now, what's fun is that amino acids themselves are naturally kind of sweet. They kind of have a sweet tart kind of flavor to them. So we didn't have to hardly do anything to give it a little flavor. There's two flavors. One is watermelon and one is fruit punch. The fruit punch has a little more flavor, a little more sweetness to it, and the watermelon is a little more of a subtle flavor. But we didn't have to hardly do anything to make it taste good, because all we added was a teeny little 6 calories worth of pure cane sugar. So you do that, and 6 calories worth of pure cane sugar is only like less than half a teaspoon. And so that's all that's in here, and you'll be surprised because everybody goes, oh my gosh, it's so sweet. But it's really, really not. It tastes sweet, but there's hardly any sugar in there. So here's what you would do. You would shake it up, and obviously if it's cold, it's even better. And you would take your capsules. So you would take 2 capsules. So I'm going to do that actually right now. Take your 2 capsules. There's no stimulants in the capsules. There's nothing that's going to keep you up or make you hyper or make you feel jittery or anything like that. Because all the capsules are doing, the Zen shape, all they're doing is letting your body go back into natural balance and to basically unblock this leptin system from working and enable your body to have the natural amount of appetite you should have and to want the right foods. You're going to hear some amazing testimonials on the next hangout about people who were confirmed chocoholics who, although they still like chocolate, they don't need chocolate. You might like donuts, but you no longer need that donut. And it's a really different kind of way to have a relationship with your environment and with food when you're the one in control, because you don't need any of those bad things anymore because you're no longer addicted to them. So you would take your 2 capsules, and your Zen Fit amino drink 30 to 60 minutes before your 2 main meals. And here's something you should know. Zen Fit, the amino acids, they suspend in water. They don't dissolve. That's just the nature of amino acids. So you're going to see it's going to settle a little bit. So that's why it's kind of nice either in the shaker cup or in a bottle like this, because as you're drinking it, you kind of just keep rocking it like that, and then you keep it suspended, and you drink the whole thing. You don't have to drink it in a second, but I'm going to drink a little bit more. Ooh, and I got the watermelon flavor. It's so good.
And you're making good use of your time because you're taking your supplements with your drink, which is great.
Exactly. So now you're getting hydration.
Yep.
One of the keys of this whole system is that it's about the inches. It's not about the pounds. It's really, really important that people understand that. Please don't even bother to weigh yourself. Just measure yourself. There's a little chart that people can get, and when this product is truly fully launched, it'll be on the website and people can download it, and it'll be all really easily accessible. But this little chart, take your before measurements, just like you took a before picture. Take your before measurements, and every week do the same exact measurements. You may not change every single week, but most likely every 2 weeks you are going to change, and you're going to start shrinking. You'll start shrinking even if your weight isn't changing that much. That's why I tell people, don't even bother to weigh yourself. Just look at how your clothes are fitting. Look at how you're feeling. And that's one of the keys, because a lot of other products out there, they do this. They do this crazy kind of guarantee of, oh, lose this many pounds in this many weeks. And that really doesn't help anybody, because when you're losing pounds quickly, you are not just losing fat. You are losing fat and muscle. All that happens is that you feel weaker when you're done. You don't feel strong. You don't feel healthy. You feel you're maybe smaller, or you weigh less. You're not even necessarily that much smaller. People can't believe how many inches they've lost off their waist, or dress sizes for women that they've lost, or pant sizes, but yet they've lost some pounds, but not as many as they would think with all of those inches being lost. And that's because when you lose fat, when your body truly can burn fat again, when your body burns the fat but spares the muscle and helps to maintain the muscle, you don't lose as many pounds, because muscle weighs more than fat. So it's kind of a little paradoxical, but it's the reality. It's the truth that so many other systems don't really talk to you about. And the other thing is the thing about water. In so many other systems, there's a little bit of, even if it's a natural version, there's a little bit of product in there that helps you, basically makes you dehydrated. It kind of has you lose water. But when you lose water and you become a little bit dehydrated, well, guess what happens? They get to keep their guarantee, because pounds disappear, because water weighs something. But you can't burn fat when you don't have hydration. When your body isn't hydrated, your body won't burn fat. So you're actually doing yourself a disservice by losing water weight. So this is not what you want to do. What you want to do is keep yourself well hydrated, and the Zen Fit amino drink really helps you do that. So now you've done that. Now you have your lunch, and here's what you should expect. And it's important to know what the benefits and what the expectations would be. Some people have reported to me that they've noticed the differences in as little as 3 days. The average amount of people notice it in about 2 weeks, and some people take as long as 4 weeks. But what people notice is they're just less hungry. But now you have to pay attention, because if you just put the same amount of food on your plate and you eat it all anyway, whether you're hungry or not, you're sabotaging it a little bit. So pay attention to how you feel. If you feel less hungry, you don't need to eat as much. One thing that Ray, I remember, told me one time was that him and his wife, who also did amazing on this product system, they went to their favorite buffet, and they were in the middle of doing the Zen Body, and they didn't think about it. They just filled up their plates like normal, and they got back to their seat and they went, oh my gosh, I don't want to eat all this. I used to eat all this. And they realized that, they just normally put the same amount on, but yet they don't want to eat as much. And so they didn't. because now your body is resetting your appetite. So like I said, it could be as fast as 3 days. It may take as long as 4 weeks. But the key is to just keep doing that. So now you go home, or on your way home, if you have a job that takes you out of the house,